I'm Elisa.
I'm Rebekah.
And welcome to Sisterknit. Today we are outside in a little rose garden because it's lovely out and
couldn't pass it up.
Yeah. So we have a couple of finished objects, some things that we're working on, and some tentative future plans that we'll talk about. So
we're not very good at sticking to plans, but I think it's still interesting to hear like what people are thinking about doing.
Yeah.
So
yeah, what's inspiring us right now, for the most part.
Yeah.
All right, I have two finished objects. You have one?
I have one.
Okay, well let's start by talking about the one that we're wearing, our matching sand grain slipover. Mine is blocked.
So if you can't tell, there's something wrong with hers. A little bit chunky, but yeah.
Hers is unblocked.
I didn't have time to block it, guys, but I really wanted to show you.
She was like, can we bump our time to podcast by 30 minutes? I'm almost done with it.
I'm trying to just embrace it, and it's just so fun. It's so thrilling to like
be down to the wire.
Yeah, it's so fun. And
why not?
I'm pretty good at it. So yeah, these are fresh off the needles. I finished the armholes here. I was like, maybe I could wear it without this little edge, but it looked a little.
It looks really weird without it, I'll be honest.
She would be wearing hers.
So you'd notice.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, I could just do the one and then like turn like this.
Yeah.
But
just be sideways the whole time. That'd be bad. So this is the Sand Grain Slipover by Mille. And we both use some yarn that we got in Copenhagen, the Hjelholts Uldspinderi Håndværksgarn. I feel like I butcher it every time, but
that's all right.
That's as close as we get. It's 100% like Danish wool that's like spun in Denmark, and so it was really fun. We both use knit size B, I believe.
Yep.
And honestly, I really enjoyed this, like the process of knitting this a lot. It was very like, I don't know, just fun the whole time. You just kept wanting to knit to the next thing. And the armholes are so deep that like by the time you join in the round, you're like almost done.
Right. That's a good point. Yeah, and I had never done cable knitting before, and you might be thinking that this seems very impressive then. The pattern was very well written, that, I don't know, they had charts and they like explained it very well, that once you got the hang of it, you could really get into it. So
yeah, like I didn't look at the charts once I started, even like the front panel. I was like, whatever, I got it.
Yeah, and I didn't even use cable needles.
What can we say? I say it's out of laziness, actually.
Yeah, it's really not talent.
Oh my gosh, I don't want to
like,
keep track of a whole other thing.
To take the risk.
Yeah.
Of like your stitches could get dropped at any moment.
Yeah.
But.
Well, that's kind of fun, kind of risky. Like, ooh, living on the edge.
Let's talk about each different cable pattern.
Okay.
I mean, here we got the seed stitch.
Yep.
Which is just like a every other. And then we got a braid. Here.
I do love the look of this little braided
love
cable.
The braids. These are definitely the least enjoyable though.
Yeah.
Because you have to move 3 over.
It's a lot. Like trying to cable 6 stitches without a cable needle and you're like, oh goodness. But they do look the prettiest. I don't, actually, no, I can't even tell. I was gonna say where the shoulder.
Oh yeah, it kind of joins weird on the shoulder, but.
Yeah, but now I can't even really tell. So.
And part of it is the yarn, since there's some texture to it.
Yeah.
Kind of hides that stuff. So yeah, I love the look of this one. Maybe the least enjoyable to actually do.
Yeah.
This one is, what do you call this one?
That one's just like a twisted stitch. Like it's not even a real cable, I think.
Which I thought you twisted the 2, but you do like a back loop.
Yeah, knit one through the back and then in the front or something.
So I did it wrong. I did it wrong at one point. Here.
Can't even tell.
Yeah.
And then the star of the show, this diamond cabling, which I really love the way like it pops with the like sea of pearls behind it. And then you do this like double twist in the middle. Lovely. Very, very lovely. And like intuitive. You just got the hang of it and you just...
Like the outside cross over on the top.
Yeah.
And then they do the double twist. And
I did make a mistake in here somewhere when I was on like an 8-hour plane ride back home. And I noticed it because I was like, wait a minute, like my stitches aren't the same. And so I tried to like rip it back and do it, and then it never quite like recovered. So this one side looks a little bit funky, but only if you look close. I know, I was so bummed. I'm like, this is like right in the middle, right in the front.
You want to know a fun fact? Somehow my back cabling ends at a different point.
Yeah, same. I couldn't get them to line up. Yeah.
So
and I
like
wanted
right now it looks like it ends right where it's about to join together. I think in the back it's like.
Yeah, mine was like 2 rows off as well. But I wanted my braid cables to line up.
Yeah.
More than I wanted my diamond ones, so I wouldn't have to remember when, like for ease of knitting, like remembering which round was a cable round. So I just said, whatever.
Yeah, and also just so nice to not have to do sleeves.
Oh my gosh.
You're like,
oh my gosh, we're done.
I'm done.
It's crazy.
And it's a little bit cropped, so you can kind of have a little shirt pop through the bottom. But
I really like it. I will say, for the yarn, it's definitely itchy. Like somebody commented on my Instagram post asking, and I was like, yes. Alas, it is quite itchy. Like I'm wearing a high collared shirt underneath, and so that really helps. I wore it
mine
one
is
time.
a V, and it's actually, I don't feel like it feels that bad.
Okay.
Maybe I'm just toughening up.
Maybe. Mine, when I wore it with a V-neck underneath, I was like, like I could not stand it. It was so bad. So I think I just have to wear like a high collared shirt underneath, but I could just be more sensitive to itchy stuff. I don't really like, I don't know, some things with clothing with like seams or tags, they irk me, so
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I do like it, and I think it'll be kind of like pure Gint and whatnot, those like more rustic yarns that are more durable and likely with more wear and wash, it'll soften up a little bit more.
I just love how this has more variation in the color though than
Yeah.
Pure Gint.
Yeah, that's
So.
true.
Yeah.
Anyways,
That's the same grain.
so that's our most exciting finished
Love it.
object. Do you want to talk about yours next?
Well, you finished something. I did.
Oh, you're right. Okay. I kind of spur of the moment casted on a Venetian tank by Sari Nordlund, which is a pattern from like 2020. It's like kind of old. Yeah. But I was like, I wanted something simple. And it's got this cute little like eyelet
love that
detail in the back with a button. It was exactly what I wanted, like a simple little tank. I had some leftover yarn from when I made my daisy sweater last year, and it is the Fibre Co. Meadow, which is a combination of baby llama, silk, linen, and merino wool. And I didn't have all that much. It's like a fingering weight.
in one combination.
I know. So I was like, I don't know what this is going to be good for. I don't have all that much of it. So I held it together with some Trio 1 by Isager, which is like a cotton, linen, and tencel, I think, to kind of get.
So you got everything represented in this.
Yeah, pretty much. Every single
Alpaca, merino, linen,
cotton, tencel. Yeah, all of it. We've got it all in this, and it's really soft. I haven't really worn it a whole lot, so I don't know what it's gonna feel like in the heat, you know, with the merino, but I figure all the other things will hopefully balance it out. I knit the size 2, and I'll be honest, I don't even know. I think I was mostly on gauge. I kind of just liked the fabric of this, but I think that bit me in the butt a little bit because I don't know if I totally love the fit of it. Like, I don't know, in the pictures, it looks like it's a little bit more wide, and on me, like, it like cuts in a little bit. And I don't really like the look of that on myself very much.
Could you do just like a wider?
Like pick up an armband?
Yeah.
I don't know if I would have enough yarn. Because I have like, I don't know, 20 grams or something like not a whole lot. That's maybe
What
even
if you just did
overshooting.
one of the colors and held it double?
I could
Or are you
maybe do
saying-
that. This like the lighter one?
Yeah.
Maybe. Because I do have quite a bit of that left. That might not be a bad idea. Because
I feel like there's a way to save it without undoing it.
I know.
'Cause it did turn out really nice.
I mean, the drape, it's lovely. And I just love the way it feels. It is knit bottom up, which I didn't really think about of the fact that like I wanted to use all of my leftover yarn. And then I knit something bottom up and couldn't really.
I just don't
Do it that
why. Like, why would a pattern like this be bottom up?
I don't know. It has some nice like short rows though at the top to get some nice shaping. And then the I cord for the armholes is knit as you go, which I love because I hate picking up stitches for an applied I cord. So I love that this is just as you went. So that was quite nice. And I like in theory, I like the way the neckline looks. I don't know if I'm a big like boat neck type of gal. So I don't know. It was a spur of the moment thing. It didn't even take me 2 weeks. So I don't know. I think I like it. I think I just have to wear it a couple times now that it's like warmer and really give it a go. But anyways, I do like Sari Nordlund's pattern writing. It was very easy to follow. I think she worded things differently for like a German short row. like most people will call it like a double stitch, and she called it something different, and I can't remember what it was. But I mean, it still was very easy to understand. So overall, it was a good experience, and it was really easy and quick. So I liked it.
I would love to do one of her patterns.
Yeah. And she typically is known for like her very like complicated textured patterns. So I was like not expecting to find something so simple, stockinette. But it was just, I don't know, so many patterns use way more yarn than what I had. So I had to find something small.
I want to get my hands on her summer knits.
Yeah, her book.
Although I'm hoping that she just releases the patterns as
individuals.
Because, oh, what one is it? It's like a camisole that has just a little bit of lace detail.
Oh, that would be pretty.
On the like V-neck.
She just makes such pretty patterns, always.
And now that I've done cabling, I'm feeling like, okay.
You can be adventurous,
I can do a Sari and Nordlund.
Yeah. That's perfect.
Yeah, so talk about our whips. Okay, here's a funny story though. So I was on a trip to Arizona. I was like, oh, perfect. I'm gonna do my little cashmere scarf on the plane. And so I travel enough where like, I was like packing the morning up. So I quickly threw it in my bag and I accidentally put my chaos yarn instead of the cashmere. So you can see
an honest mistake.
I can make that kind of mistake. And I'm like, well, I don't really want to use this for anything other than the sweater that I'm already planning on making out of. So I ended up not knitting on my flight, which just felt so cruel and wrong. Rookie mistake. But I did bring other yarn on that trip. I brought my Mandarin Petit that we got in Denmark. And I think it's a sports weight. I was trying to figure that out. So I was trying to find a pattern.
It looks like it's fingering, but then or DK, but then everything says fingering.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I also think this is the jelly bean green. It doesn't say. Well, it's a green. So I started something with this, and I'm making the Ridge tank top by Bluebird Pine. I'm trying to figure out what's the front.
I think this
is the front.
Yeah.
So it's a top down, and it kind of does this ridge look with just an inverse, like a purl stitch.
Cute.
It goes purl, knit, purl, and it kind of makes a little stripe. I love the textured stripe rather than just like a colored stripe. Yeah, I was joking that it's kind of like my cactus tank top because.
Oh my gosh. You were in Arizona?
I was in Arizona. I was like, oh, it looks like a cactus. Yeah, so this is as far as I got. I ran out of yarn and I remembered I should probably finish some other stuff, and there was a project I wanted to finish, but I didn't. Anyways.
Is this the project you wanted to finish but didn't?
Well, no.
Well, okay.
The next one. But I'm excited about this. What I learned with knitting this time around for summer is how much I enjoy an open gauge. Like, I think my biggest mistake so far in my knitting career is I've been knitting things too tight and thinking that with blocking it'll loosen it up, and it doesn't as much as I hoped. So with this one, I kind of went a little more open or it just ended up being a little more open than I was expecting, but I was like, I'm just gonna go for it and see how I like it. And with a summer knit, I feel like it'll be nice. So yeah, it's a big learning thing. Like, oh, things actually like, drape. Like, it doesn't have a structure when it like falls on the ground.
It feels better, yeah. Oh my gosh, I just got a whiff of like such a nice smelling flower. I wish you could like put smells on screen because that was like so pleasant. It's just so lovely outside. Oh my gosh.
What else are you working on now that you finished that?
I am working on a little mini daisy sweater.
So cute.
This is by Solvara Knitwear, and this was also kind of a spur of the moment decision because she was doing like a little daisy cow, and I knew I wanted to knit another one to like redeem myself from all of my mistakes. I knit a daisy sweater for me like last year, and I didn't know what the heck I was doing. I'm like literally like reading these techniques. There's Japanese short rows in this, and I was like, I definitely did not know what Japanese short rows were. So I don't know how I did that. Like I don't know how I stumbled my way through it. Or even just like color work, I was so awful. So this time around is a way like, I don't know, to redeem myself in a way. I don't even know who this sweater is gonna be for. It's definitely like a project knit to me to feel like, okay, I've learned a lot. And this is a great showcasing of like skill set and whatnot. So let me see. I'm knitting the size 6 months. I was gonna do like the opposite colors, and then I didn't actually buy enough of the Blackberry. Oh. I should backtrack here. I'm using Sandnes Garn Sunday in cream and Blackberry. And I don't really know what I was thinking. I just bought one of the Blackberry and I'm like, wait a minute, that's not enough. So I'm just hoping that this will turn out. I also did the Blackberry for the neckline instead of the cream because I thought it was a cute little like pop.
I love that.
Yeah. So I'm really, really enjoying this. It's like stranded color work. And I mean, let's take a moment to appreciate the floats. Yeah.
That's amazing.
I'm like so impressed with myself. Let's see. Like I said, there's Japanese short rows to raise up the back a little bit. And that was an interesting technique that I hadn't done because I definitely didn't do them the first time around. They're very different from German short rows in that like you just kind of use like a stitch marker. I don't know, it's kind of unique, but I liked the way that they turned out. So I don't know if I would like substitute them for German short rows in the future, or if I would just keep doing German short rows, but I think it turned out really clean. It's really hard to do short rows in color work though. But this one, this daisy sweater mini, definitely like held your hand through it a lot better. The adult version is just like, here's the color work chart, do short rows, start at this stitch for the front and this stitch for the sleeves. And you're like, okay. So I'm supposed to go like back and forth and you're doing increases and whatnot. Like it was just so incredibly confusing. And again, I'd never done color work. I'd never done short rows. I'd never knitted anything on this tight of gauge.
You'd never made it a sweater.
Yeah, it was like all new.
We like to just throw ourselves into things.
Like dive in head first into the deep end. So this one definitely held your hand a little bit more.
That could happen. You just have an ugly sweater.
Yeah, that I spent like 4 months on and never wear.
That's true. That's a lot of time.
And it was like expensive yarn too. I don't really know. It was kind of a lot. But there's like separate charts for the sleeves and for the back during the short row section. So it was just like, you didn't have to work so hard and like think so hard about it. And then now that I'm in the body, like it's a lot easier. You do have like long floats here in between. So I learned how to like properly catch my floats as well. I wasn't doing that.
How do you do
correct
that?
Either. Well, I would just like twist the yarns around to lock it.
Yeah.
But in reality, you kind of twist them twice so they don't end up like winding around each other and getting locked.
Oh,
like,
sure.
I do two-handed color work now, which feels really fancy and fun.
Do you do it where you throw one and you have the other one on your left hand?
Yeah, so my dominant color I hold with my left hand, and it's like the one underneath, and then the main color I do with my right hand.
So are you supposed to have the one underneath, the one that's being used less? Like the one
that you want to pop more.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I believe.
I mean, for this, I feel like that makes a huge difference because otherwise you'll see through the white.
Right. Yeah. So I'm like actually catching my floats, right? And I'm getting a lot of practice with throwing because there's a lot of the white stitches and I use my right hand for those. So that's, I don't know, it's just kind of been really fun. I've felt really accomplished in myself. I'm not sure if I'll like keep knitting on this through the summer or kind of put it on hold. It's just been a fun, like, now that I know the pattern a lot better, I can just take it with me to work and whatnot. And all my coworkers think it's the coolest thing ever, as do I. So yeah, there was a doctor who was like, whose knitting project is this? I was like, mine. He was like, this is amazing. I'm like, thanks so much. So anyways, my daisy sweater mini.
So cute. What
really
color,
happy.
What color are you doing little dots?
Like
yellow or something?
I don't know. I have so many like leftover things. That was the other thing. Thank you for pointing that out. The pattern says to just do these inner stitches in the cream, but I found that the first time around, I really struggled with knowing where to do the duplicate stitch for the center of the flowers, so I just decided to do them in the contrast color for now. Oh. I don't know if it'll make it more difficult to like cover up with the duplicate stitch or not. Who knows? But
like a blue would be kind of fun.
Yeah, I've got a lot of different like odds and ends scraps that would work.
You could do a bunch of different colors.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Too many fun ideas.
That was so cute though.
Yeah.
Nice. So the other project I cast on and was trying to finish, and I have some friends that crochet. So this is for a baby shower. I have a friend who crochets, and I was meeting with her the day before the baby shower, and I was like, I'm thinking about casting this project on the day before. And I feel like I could do it. And she's like, oh yeah. And I like texted them like, oh, I cast it on. And yeah, no, I am absolutely delusional. Like no one can knit, even a baby project. You can't knit it overnight.
That's crazy.
So this is what I'm making. It is, and I don't know how to pronounce this, but it's the Fagerborg overalls by Indiblomst. So
Cute.
they're gonna be so cute. You can't really tell right now. It looks kind of just like a sack. But you do this garter stitch edge, and it has this technique for the actual edge where, I don't know how to explain it properly, but it kind of makes it look like the garter stitch like goes over the edge of it.
It looks really clean.
So you kind of like knit two together and then you, I don't know, but it's cool. So it's gonna have little pants. And I was a little bit worried that this gauge is a little too open. I didn't really test this gauge. Yeah, and I kind of cast it on.
Well, the nice thing about a baby knit is like
yeah,
they'll
it's
fit
gonna be,
into
like,
it eventually,
super, yeah.
right? Like, so what, you knit it 3 to 6 months, and if it's a little bit big of a gauge, then it'll fit them at 8 months, whatever.
Yeah. And I feel like with the looser gauge, it'd be better because then they breathe better in it. I don't know. Maybe it won't be as warm though. It's a cotton yarn. It's leftover yarn I made a sea salt tee out of. It's an Eddie Bauer cotton that was at Joann's.
Rest in peace.
I'll never find it again. But I also got these little buttons from Dandelion. I kind of wanted to find acorn buttons. I just had this vision in my head. I was like,
that'd be
what if they were
cute.
little acorns? But I think these will work good too. They're just like little wooden. But I really want to like secure it solid so that the baby doesn't choke on it.
Yeah, somebody made a comment on our last video about that, and I was like, that's such a good point. Like, sew them on well, any little thing on a baby knit.
So, sorry to my friend who I didn't get to give this at her shower, but it's okay. The baby's not here yet, and it definitely won't be this size.
That's true. You got some time.
I've got a lot of time.
If you watched our last couple videos, it'd be like, Elisa, you have another work in progress. Where's your Moby? My Moby is hibernating. I have not worked on that at all. I had more exciting things to do. And I'm at the point where I have to like pick up stitches for the sleeves, and I just didn't want to. And then it's been nice out, and I was like, I don't want to work on a 100% wool sweater that's like so heavy in your lap. Like, I want to be able to knit outside and not.
Because when you cast on a sleeve, that means like you're dedicating this cable for this project. So.
Yeah. And I feel like I have to do my sleeves back to back. Otherwise, like I forget if I did anything different or whatnot between sleeve to sleeve. I want to do them
I see. Yeah.
back to back.
Yeah.
So I don't change anything up. So that one is currently.
Well, won't it be exciting though once like it's, I don't want to talk about this, but once it's cold again and you're like, oh, I have a sweater.
That's mostly done.
Mostly done.
Yeah. And maybe someday soon I'll like strike up the motivation to work on it again. But after finishing this one, I'm like, I did so much cabling and so much texture. I was like, I just want to change it up and do color work and do stockinette. And so I'll probably come back to it shortly. But
so what other things are you
well, I'm like thinking so hard about what I want to make next for a summer project. I bought 4 skeins of, there's grass in this, of tin line when we were in Copenhagen, and it's such a lovely yarn. So I'd like to make like a summer top out of this, and I don't know what I want to make. There are so many options out there. I was thinking about doing a long sleeve, but that would be wild because it's a fingering weight yarn, and why on earth would I?
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah. But then I'm seeing all these people knit like blouse number 1 and the Sevilla blouse, but that I would have to hold it double or hold it with like regular line. And kind of the whole reason I got this yarn was because we don't have it around us. Like our yarn store carries regular line. So I'm like, well, if I wanted to make a blouse number 1, I could just, they have pure silk, I could hold that double, or I could, there's so many other things that I can make that out of, and I want to do something that I wouldn't have otherwise had the opportunity to. So I'm just kind of waffling. So if you have any suggestions for like a fingering weight summer knit that you love, I'm contemplating strongly doing like another Amaretta blouse, because you can do so many different customizations to it or like modifications to it and make it look totally different. And you could do long sleeves or even just like, I don't know, the one I have right now is like a very like baby tee short sleeve. So I could do a little bit longer. You can do like ribbing for it. You can do it without a button band. So there's a lot of options and it's top down. So you just can use all the yarn. So I'm thinking strongly about that or like a cloud tee or something. I don't know. If you have any suggestions for like 900 yards of tin line for a summer project. Ideally not on like 3mm needles, but of course it's probably gonna have to be that.
Yeah, Sally.
What am I signing up myself for? Anyways, so I'm excited for that. We'll see.
I have a really exciting thing because I'm doing a knit along this evening at Dandelion. So it's a summer tank or tee knit along.
I'm so jealous that I can't be a part of this.
Yeah, I know. So I got my yarn the other day. I got
oh, that's
Line
so fun.
Bright lime. There's like only 2 projects that have ever been made in this color on
Ravelry.
On Ravelry. And I love it. I mean, it's
That's
similar,
so you, yeah.
very similar to this, but like a little bit brighter. I'm pretty sure I know what pattern I'm gonna do. I mean, I have to cast it on in 2 hours, but I think I'm gonna do the Sari top. Because there's not like a lot of good line patterns.
Yeah.
That's what I'm feeling like. I didn't want something too boring. I feel like with the Sari top, it has like enough interest, like on the shoulder. But I didn't want it to be too complicated because we're gonna be chatting. So I want to just be able to
just knit away.
So yeah, the pattern is the Sari top by Suzanne Mueller. I think it's a top down. If it's bottom up, I might be thinking again, and maybe I'll do something else. But
surely it's top down. I feel like so many people have knit
also,
it.
look, they did like a new
Ooh, yeah, that looks way
labeling.
different. That's kind of fun.
I love this color.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm doing next. Yay, as in today. Even before I finish my other projects. I've been knitting on these cotton projects and I learned, I was like, you just have to like give a week where you just go ham. Just knit away. And then you take a few days off to let your poor hands recover. But then you're like so proud of yourself of how much progress you did.
Yeah.
You're like, good job.
Good job.
You can rest now.
Yeah. Let me get some hot
But
packs.
the struggle is real. Like right here on my thumbs.
Yes. I get really bad knitter's elbow, especially I notice like with cabling or with ribbing. So like, I don't know, doing like a double knit button band, killer for my elbow. And I was talking with one of the doctors that I work with who knits a lot, and she does a lot of double knitting like hats and whatnot, and they're so pretty. And I was like, you're crazy for that. Like, why do you love double knitting? Like, it hurts so bad. It's so much work. It's twice as much work to get the same project. And she was saying that she actually there was a season of her life where she had to get steroid shots in her elbow because her knitter's elbow was so bad. And I was like, okay, at least I'm not to that point yet.
We can take care of our bodies.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah. Trying to like rest when things are sore and like actually pay attention to that.
Yeah.
And be like, it's just knitting. It's just knitting. It is not worth like getting arthritis for. Like, just move on.
You're too young for that.
Exactly.
Well, I hope you enjoyed our episode today. If you want to follow us in real time with these projects, you can follow our Instagrams and also see our Ravelries on more details of our projects.
Enjoy the warm weather if it's warm where you live. If you're in Australia, I'm sorry that it's almost winter. Or maybe you're excited for that. I don't know. But yeah, it's just so lovely out. I can't even.
We'll insert some more B-roll of this beautiful scene that we are enjoying right now. Thanks for watching. Bye.